This was a very divisive vote. There's been protests against Marine Le Pen all evening, and police are dealing with those protesters with tear gas.
A victory for the outsiders. After today's vote, upstart centrist and pro-EU candidate Emmanuel Macron
Le peuple de France s'est exprimé.
will now face off against far-right populist and anti-Europe crusader Marine Le Pen
Au second tour de l'élection présidentielle.
in a winner-takes-all election in 2 weeks. For the first time in modern France, no mainstream party will run in round 2. It'll be a high-stakes vote, the future of France and potentially Europe in the balance. Amid tight security, the closest presidential election in a generation. Just 3 days after a terrorist shooting left a policeman dead on Paris's iconic Champs-Élysées. Voter César Nahas said he hoped the attack would serve as a wake-up call, pushing voters to far-right candidate Marine Le Pen, who promises a crackdown on immigration and increased security.
I wouldn't mind giving up 10% freedom to have 10% more security.
Macron's birthplace of Amiens in France's Rust Belt north of Paris is a perfect portrait of France's split personality. This Whirlpool factory is moving to Poland, where labor is cheap. Workers here blame the EU. Once a Communist Party bastion, many here have swung to the anti-EU Le Pen. Workers feel they've been abandoned, whether it be by the left or the right, said this union leader. For many young people, the EU still holds promise, and so does Macron.
I try to defend this idea of Europe, and I think he's the only one who defends it, and that's why I support him.
But Macron faces challenges beyond France. Le Pen's populism is only one tremor shaking global politics. When the French return to the ballot box in 2 weeks, their votes will determine their country's future and whether it maintains its place as a cornerstone of the European Union.
Poll watchers are favoring Macron in that runoff in 2 weeks, but don't forget that populist candidates and causes have a history of surprising in the past. Kate?
Indeed. Matt Bradley in France tonight. Matt, thank you.